here, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now, 'cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise it down. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun.
Ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this is kind and clear, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now, 'cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder. Don't you know the hardest part is over? Let it in, let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said
that's too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back.
We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight.
Graduation ceremony shortly. Please begin heading to your seats. In the interim, I have a few important announcements. Please take a moment at this time to silence all cell phones. Air horns and other noisemakers are not permitted, as there may be persons in our audience sensitive to loud noises. Family and friends, please wait to deliver flowers, balloons, or gifts to your graduate until the end of the ceremony. If you need medical assistance, we have our school nurse, Joni Welch, present near the back exit. In the event of a fire alarm, please exit through the nearest exit marked in green, located to the sides in the back. Immediately following the ceremony, graduates will receive a packet of important information along with their diplomas from our registrar, Jennifer Bogle, over to your right. We really appreciate everyone's assistance in being respectful and polite during the ceremony. Thank you. We will begin shortly.
Welcome, Matsu Central families and guests, to the graduation of the class of 2017.
I lived hard on the wire, hand in the fire for so long. But you showed me better, a new kind of love. It's ever the one I want. I never knew a love like this before. The kind of life that I cannot find on my own. I've seen the world, but I have never been so sure that I want your heart. God, I just wanna be where you are. Where you are. I just wanna be where you love. Like nothing I've seen, my wildest of dreams don't come close. I've never known better than living like this. I cannot resist you, Lord. I never knew a love like this before. The kind of life that I cannot find on my own. I've seen the world, but I have never been so sure that I want your heart. God, I just wanna be where you are. Where you are. I just wanna be where you are. Where you are. I just wanna be where you are.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's meet the stars of the show, the class of 2017, for your Matsu Central Ravens!
Good afternoon. My name is Alexa Ann Roll. I'd like to welcome everyone to Matsu Central School's 2017 graduation ceremony. Will you please stand for the presentation of the colors and the playing of our national anthem? Presenting the colors today is Wasilla High School Air Force JROTC. The color guard commander is Cadet First Lieutenant Lexi Mufale. The state flag is carried by Technical Sergeant Sarah Sotosani. The Air Force flag is carried by Cadet Captain McKenna Stott. The lead rifle is Cadet Captain Jack Stanley. The trail rifle is Cadet First Lieutenant Albert Amatuklik. Gentlemen, including our graduates, please remove your caps. It is proper protocol for the audience to cover your hearts and remain silent and standing until the colors have left the floor. Thank you, Wasilla High School JROTC Color Guard. Now, I would like, sorry. Now, I'd like to introduce the principal of Matsu Central School, Mr. John Brown.
Thank you, Alexa. Please be seated. Good afternoon. On behalf of the Matsu Central staff, I warmly welcome our families, our friends, our dignitaries, but most of all, I welcome you, our 2017 graduates of Matsu Central School. Today we celebrate the 45th commencement of Matsu Central School, and ladies and gentlemen, it is with great honor that I introduce to you the class of 2017, the most innovative graduating class in the history of our school. So joining us this afternoon are family members who have traveled from near and far to be here, from both inside our great state of Alaska and beyond. We warmly welcome family members from Washington State, Arizona, Missouri, Colorado, Georgia, South Carolina, California, and see if you can find the family members from Maui, Hawaii. But a special shout out to great grandma Mima, who's attending here today from Florida. We are also joined by leaders of our community. Please hold your applause until I've introduced all of our guests. On stage from the Mat-Su Borough School District School Board is Ms. Debbie Rutherford and Dr. Sarah Welton. Our superintendent of the Mat-Su Borough School District, Dr. Monica Goyette. From the Mat-Su Central staff, advisory teacher and faculty address speaker, Mr. Matt Welk. Our guidance counselors, Ms. Michelle Boyden and Ms. Tracy Hauser, and also Ms. Amy Devine is on stage, Mat-Su Central advisory teacher. We also have representation in our audience from the Honorable State Senator Shelley Hughes' office. Thank you very much for being here. Please join me in welcoming our guests. So this time of year, graduation ceremonies are taking place across the nation and across the world. And despite the fact that you guys are all wearing matching caps and gowns, today we honor your individuality. In fact, it is the heart of our program. Mat-Su Central is not the future of education because it's stated on our website. It's because of you. You are proof of what happens when you find your own voice and you break out from the norm. As you all know, it truly is different at Mat-Su Central, where families exercise their individual right to homeschool their children through a personalized learning program. As a third-generation Matt Valley colonist, I have lived more than half a century in Alaska. Mine is a lifetime with more yesterdays than tomorrows. You, our graduating class of Mat-Su Central, you exemplify the spirit that 80 years ago brought 203 families to choose the call to establish an experimental farming community here in the Mat-Su Valley. 5 years later, fewer than half remained. The families that stayed, they were self-sufficient, they were resourceful, they were resilient. They sacrificed and endured challenges that few others were willing to take. In fact, they remind me of many of the homeschool families that we partner with. I am very proud of the class of 2017. For many of our graduates, completing your high school requirements from Mat-Su Central was not in your initial master plan. For others, you took full advantage of the dynamic opportunities that were available to you through a personalized learning program. But regardless, all of your paths crossed today by sharing in this rite of passage. For some of you, your choice to homeschool was a leap of faith. You, your parents, you chose a path of challenge and sacrifice and commitment to provide you with what they believed would allow you to achieve your greatest potential. For others here today, arriving here at Mat-Su Central was born primarily of circumstance. Your path was one of many trials and tribulations that you have endured to arrive at this place, at this moment in time. But regardless of your path, I'm here to say, no matter what anyone says, your words, your ideas and your actions can change the world. And I challenge all of you to be bold and make your lives extraordinary. So on behalf of the staff at Matsu Central, I formally extend to you, this graduating class, the first of many congratulations for your educational accomplishment by meeting the district graduation requirements. And to our parents, our families and friends of our graduates, congratulations as well to you. Thank you for all your efforts that supported these young folks and making it to this very important time in their lives. I'd like to take this time to introduce our first senior speaker. Danielle Green started with us as a 6th grader. She has become an invaluable part of our school community while rising to overcome challenges that we have thrown her way. Her dedication to Matsu Central, especially through the use of video, has helped us communicate the message of our school with folks around the state. Danielle has gone from being a shy, quiet middle schooler to a competent, confident young adult ready to share her thoughts with us on stage and then shortly after take on the world. Please welcome Danielle Green.
Don't be panicked if I cry. You know, a couple weeks ago, I ran into Mr. Len at the school. He and Mr. Henry always have a laugh to share with you, or just a tease about what you're doing or what you've done. When I told him that I was speaking for graduation, his expression was unforgettable. He said not to be nervous, and if I was, to breathe before even starting. Breathe in, breathe out. As I breathe in, a chaotic mixture of memories, teachers, students, family, advisors, all of MSCS rush into my mind, clouding my thoughts. But as I breathe out, a sense of calmness embraces my mind, allowing me to speak from the heart. When I was younger, I used to hear kids say that they couldn't wait to graduate, that they couldn't wait until they were done with school and maybe they'd go to college or not, that they'd be free. I was one of those kids, but it isn't until now, standing here, that I realize how much all of those school years have truly had such a huge impact on my life. When I first joined MSCS in the 6th grade, I was scared. I was nervous. I didn't know anyone, and I felt like I was the typical new kid. And, well, but after I joined my first class yearbook, everything kind of changed from there. I was with a good team. Hannah Hauser was my first team leader, and she helped me a lot along the way whenever I wasn't sure of something. That's also when Mr. Welk and Mr. Carnahan first taught the class, and that's where I first met them. They were always helping me along the way too, and always joking about not getting homework done. I found that I was welcomed instead of ignored once I stayed there for a while. Over time, I became comfortable. I came out of my shell, and I think one of the reasons why, among many, is because MSCS isn't just a homeschooling program where kids come and do schoolwork and go to classes. We're a family, a giant team. We help each other when no one else will. I had soon after moved to a new videography class, about the 2nd year it started. We started off small, like every great thing starts out. We had a small room, 5 cameras, 2 tripods. And that's where my life swerved into a whole nother direction. Mr. Carnahan, now my videography teacher, an inspirational hero who has helped me find my passion, has helped me survive through these school years. Through the years, we had slowly moved on to bigger classrooms, and now, today, we have more than enough to inspire and create pieces of inspiration for those around us. And students now get the opportunity to learn and expand their lives as I did. Thank you, Mr. Carnahan, for giving me this opportunity. Okay, give me a second. Mr. Carnahan showed me the light of my future. He showed me to never give up when everything got really hard. He showed me to become a videographer. God has given me the talent, and Mr. Carnahan showed me what it was. Now, I have a plan, a purpose in my life. I'll be working with Hidden North Productions this summer so that I can save up and go to college next year and, Lord willing, become a cinematographer. Thank you, Mr. Carnahan, for giving me unforgettable memories. And I thank my videography family for accepting me as one of your own. You're a family from another family. Like Jaren said in one of our interviews, you get to really bond with the people you're taking classes with. It becomes more like a team instead of just a classroom. Even though I only met a few of you just a year ago, or maybe not even a year ago, you still hold special places in my heart. And if MSCS doesn't excite you yet, maybe this will change your mind. To top off graduation and ending the school year, I have the opportunity to go to Scotland and England and travel with staff and students to go see so many historical places, like Big Ben, Yorkshire, Anne Hathaway's cottage, so much more, not to mention like trying new food. Shall I go on? Yes, MSCS is a homeschooling program. Public schoolers tease us homeschoolers, even homeschoolers tease homeschoolers. But if being a homeschooler means that you can get done with schoolwork early, you can make new friendly faces in a warm environment, and try new things you never thought you'd ever do, then I am being honest when I tell you I am proud to be an MSCS homeschooler. Miss Melinda Haynes, my advisory teacher, I don't know where she is. She's not here. She's my advisory teacher for this year, and she's just made me feel so good inside. And I told her that even though I've only had her for this year, she's been the best advisory teacher I've had out of all of my school years. And every time I see her with her smile on her face, she just makes me feel happy inside. Her being happy makes me happy. Our two Miss Ginas, who have taken me on so many adventures and made me laugh so much, they've inspired me a lot too. Miss Deb has been there for me whenever I was feeling down. And Mr. Henry, who always jokes. And Mr. Brown, who has made me feel so special and made me feel so good about myself. Without him, none of this would be possible. Every single teacher, advisor, and even students have all taught me so much about myself, more than I even knew. I've put a lot of thought into this day and a lot of emotional stress. I don't want to go. I want to stay longer, and I want to help you all more. I don't want to grow up. But you know, I rethought all of that while stepping onto this stage. Standing here fills me with determination. I'm determined to make you all proud. I'm determined to fulfill my dream as a cinematographer. I'm determined to leave with not tears of sadness in my eyes, streaming down my face, but tears of happiness and tears of joy. I'm determined to make a difference. My name is Danielle Green, and I am proud to be an MSCS homeschooler. I am proud to be a part of this family. Thank you, MSCS, for giving us the time of our lives. I'd like to welcome to the stage fellow senior Kalena Cotton and her sister Karis, who will be singing Joy Parade.
Okay, let's get this situated. Here's to hoping I don't cry.
I will bend and I will sway. I will fight to stand up straight. When trouble winds blow my way, I won't break. I will hope and I will love. I will give till there's enough. That's the life I'm dreaming of. I won't give up. My head is spinning all around and round, and the world keeps trying to bring me down. No, I bought a ticket to the Joy Parade, and I ain't jumping off of this happy train. No, I will stumble, I will crawl, bang my head against these walls, and in the end I won't have it all, but I'll stand tall. My head is spinning all around and round, and the world keeps trying to bring me down. No, I bought a ticket to the Joy Parade, and I ain't jumping off of this happy train. No, I will sing and I will shout. Let these words fly from my mouth, and I will live what this life's about, with or without. I will live what this life's about, with or without.
Thank you. I'd like to welcome to the stage Miss, oh my goodness. Just about introduced myself, wrong one. I would like to introduce Matthew Central School Guidance Counselor Miss Michelle Boyden to present our traditional rose ceremony.
The rose ceremony has been a tradition at Matsu Central for many years. During graduation, we have our seniors present a rose to someone in their lives who has supported them and encouraged them to do their very best on their journey to earn a high school diploma. Seniors, after the song has begun, please take your rose to the special person you would like to recognize today. And now, I'd like to introduce graduating seniors, Angelia and Jesse Ford, who will introduce their sister, Ashlyn, who will be performing during the ceremony. Please welcome them to the stage.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to Matthew Central's graduation day. This dear sister went from teaching herself piano to being a student of Miss Mitchell for the last 2 years. The transformation in her playing is amazing, as you are about to hear. She will be playing a collection of her favorite songs that we hope you enjoy. Please help us bring her to the stage and give her a warm welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Ashlyn Jean Ford.
thank you, Ashlyn, for that beautiful piano medley. I'd like to introduce my counseling partner, Tracy Hauser, who will recognize our 2017 Senior Awards.
Thank you, Michelle. It is a tradition during our ceremony to honor students who have earned college scholarships or who have committed to joining the military after high school. First, I would like our UA scholars to please stand and face the audience. This group of ladies and gentlemen have earned the University of Alaska's Top 10% Scholar Award as determined by their grade point average at the end of their junior year. These students have earned a 4-year scholarship to the University of Alaska. Please join me in congratulating these UA scholars. Thank you, scholars. You may sit down. Next, I would like our graduates who are joining the military this year to stand and face the audience. Thank you for your commitment to serving our country. Finally, I'd like to recognize our seniors eligible for the Alaska Performance Scholarship. Qualifying students must follow a rigorous high school curriculum, score at a high level on a college or career entrance exam, and maintain a high GPA. Seniors, those of you who have earned the Alaska Performance Scholarship, please stand and face the audience now. Thank you. You may be seated. Next, seniors Jasmine Amosi and Rose Fono will be performing a traditional Samoan dance to the song Loimata Ole Fia Fia, which in Samoan means tears of happiness, a sentiment shared by both of these graduates and their families. Please help me welcome them to the stage. Thank you, ladies, for that beautiful performance. Our next speaker arrived at Matsu Central School as a 5th grader after traveling the world with her family. Her broad-based experiences and dynamic personality, coupled with an impressive set of skills and impeccable work ethic, has enabled Hannah Hauser to do some amazing things here and has helped her shape and grow Matsu Central over the last 8 years. Please join me in welcoming Hannah Hauser to the stage.
Fourscore and 7 years ago. Hold on. Oh, here we go. I have a dream that one day, oh, wait a minute, hold on. Fellow graduates, there we go. I am honored to be graduating with you here today, though to be quite honest, I have some very mixed feelings about graduation. When I was in elementary and middle school, I was so excited to graduate, to be an adult. Going to college, making new friends, and the memories. The whole idea was just so exciting to me. And while I was excited, I loved being a kid. Hardly any school, entire days spent outside, telling stories, hanging out with my friends, and traveling with my family. Living the dream. And then I got to high school. All of a sudden, I had a job, I had mountains of schoolwork to do, and traveling, even to visit family, was nothing more than a distant dream. These things didn't get me down, though. I kept my chin up and was looking forward to adulthood. And then that fateful night. I was babysitting a family with my older sister, and while I was putting the kids to bed, the oldest looked at me and asked for a story. Oh, I love telling stories, so of course I said yes. He asked, "Tell us a story from when you were a kid." Startled to the core, I exclaimed, "I am a kid." It was right then that I got a sinking feeling in my chest, and I wasn't excited for high school anymore. The thought of leaving behind my golden childhood was totally sickening to me. I wanted to embrace my childhood while I still had it. This was the first of 2 events that majorly changed my outlook on life. The second was when my mom got a writing program for my sisters and I. It was supposed to help high schoolers write a novel in the course of a school year. I was really pumped to get it, but when I opened the book, in the first paragraph, there was a line that said, "Every story has already been written." Now, I knew he was talking about literature, but it felt like a warning to me. To live my own life, to do what I wanted, to live extraordinarily. It was after this that I learned to make the most of what happened in life, to happily relive good memories, live in the positive moments, and to take bad situations and learn from them. That one sentence helped me write my own story and have a blast doing it. Matsu Central has been a huge part of my life. With the versatility of my schedule, I have been able to work all through high school. I've had 5 jobs throughout the last 4 years, working on Vanderweel Farms, the Palmer Museum, the Palmer Golf Course, Mangear, Alaska, and of course, the school itself. Working has been a huge gift to me. I love learning new skills. But more than that, each job, I didn't find bosses and I didn't find coworkers. I found friends. Some of the greatest friends I've ever had, and some of the most encouraging people I've ever met. I'm looking at you, golf course. It was during my sophomore year and junior year that I was a student worker at Matsu Central, working with Susan and Lori. They taught me how to professionally handle problems that came with the job and how to deal with difficult situations over the phone. They were 2 of the most incredible ladies that I've ever met, always very encouraging to me. I came to work about every week with a new life plan. Join the Air Force, be a bush pilot, be a state trooper, or, be CEO of the Disney company. They both listened to me, never laughed at my constant switching of career choices, and realistically weighed options with me between phone calls into the office. It was them, along with Miss Haynes, Mr. Welk, and Mr. Carnahan, who were my biggest influences to be excited for graduation. Mr. Carnahan, or the incredible Mr. C, as we student workers like to call him, taught me how to look at and appreciate other people's opinions and outlooks on life. He also introduced me to digital art, which is now my favorite medium to work in. Ms. Haynes taught me that it's okay not to be okay, and that asking for help is not a sign of weakness. And Mr. Welk, my wonderful advisor, taught me patience. With all the work I turned in late, all the times I cried because I hated school, he never gave up on me. He never got fed up with me. He told me to keep going. And once high school was over, the real fun started, because it was at that point that I would have a real choice with what I wanted to do with my life. As a side note, Mr. Welk is also the reason that I'm not deaf, because he always reminded me to wear hearing protection at my job at the golf course. This is only a small portion of the incredible people I met during my time at Mat-Su Central. If I could, I would give you all roses to show how much you meant to me. But all I can say is thank you so very, very much. Mat-Su Central did a great thing for me. It let me explore everything I had even the slightest interest in, while still getting school credit and working towards graduation. The bad thing it did? It let me explore everything I even had the slightest interest in. I have no idea what I'm going to do with my life as far as a career goes. My greatest fear is of the unknown, and I really, really, really don't know. And while I may not know what I'm going to do with my life, I do know this: school never ends. We may not have teachers and classmates in a classroom setting, but people never stop teaching us, we never stop learning about ourselves, and we never stop growing among others. For the past 4 years, I have seen graduation as the end of the best years of my life, when in reality, it's a boot out the door. It's your childhood saying, "Sayonara, I've taught you everything I can, now go make the best of it." It's our chance to make the world whatever we want it to be, to set out with the confidence that we can. We can take what we know and what we don't, and fearlessly set out. We can show others along the way to believe in their dreams while we believe in ours. We can laugh, cry, learn, and keep moving forward. As my late grandfather would say, we can always be the positive influence. So go out, make your mark. We, the graduating class of 2017, can be the positive influence in the world. So farewell, my peers. Have a good night and a good life. And always remember, laughter is timeless, imagination has no age, and dreams are forever. Thank you very much. God bless. Please welcome to the stage Mat-Su Central Technology teacher, the incredible Mr. C, Jesse Carnahan.
You guys have been sitting a while, yeah? Should do jumping jacks or something. No, don't do jumping jacks. It's no good. I gotta pull out the iPad because paper is a no. All right. Rarely are we given the opportunity to honor those people that we respect. And often, when faced with the proposition, we choose not to, for any number of reasons. But standing here now, even if it makes you want to cry, I encourage you to all take the opportunities to honor the people that you respect when you can. A few years ago, our staff was given the opportunity to attend a professional development training called Capturing Kids' Hearts. The idea of the training was to help us remember how much we must really, truly care about every student we work with, and to also remember that kids don't care how much you know, well, until they know how much you care. So during the training, we were also given the opportunity to consider those people who had deeply influenced us and helped make us who we are today. During one session, we were asked who had been the single most influential person in our current position. As I thought about it for a while and I tried to really consider who that person was for me, I had a bit of an epiphany. I realized that although many people have helped shape who I am today, the reality is that the person who will speak to you next is also the same person who has had the single greatest influence on my current career. From agreeing to be my student teaching mentor, to later convincing me to apply for a position at Mat-Su Central, and then going even further and helping me see that this really is the future of education, and that I can have a real and lasting impact on students and, potentially, on the very institution of education itself. Matt Welk has been the single greatest impact on my career path. I believe that each person is given a certain amount of influence in their lives. Some choose to bottle it up and never give it out. And while some spread it wide, others, like Matt Welk and now me, choose to take our influence and invest it deeply where we can, hoping that we can impart something truly special, a legacy. Graduates, listen to this man's words. They are meant as a lasting testament to his life philosophy and his true hopes for you, each of you. Because he is retiring this year, this may very well be the last time he will impart a direct influence on students. However, I hope he can see now that through his legacy, his influence will continue on in me and in many others he has impacted in his career. It is my great privilege and my true honor to present to you my friend, Matt Welk.
How do you follow up these last two speakers? Wow. So soon we become old. So late we become wise. Good afternoon, graduates. Faculty and staff of Mat-Su Central School, parents and guests, and esteemed dignitaries on stage with me this afternoon. As I look around the arena today, I am reminded of perhaps my favorite Kurt Vonnegut quote. If this isn't nice, I don't know what is. As some of you may know, in about 10 days or so, not that I'm counting, after teaching in the Mat-Su Borough School District for 28 years, I'm going to retire. Through my tenure, I've given thousands of tests, and so it only seems fitting, graduates, that I have one last one for you. But hey, don't freak out. It's not a real difficult test, but by the same token, don't let the simplicity of it fool you, for how you answer this may help frame the rest of your lives. So are you ready for the test? Yes. Okay, here it is. Are you happy? And I'm sure that in this moment, right here in this space, many of you are. Many of your parents are very happy at this point in time. Some because of the amazing things that you've done for the last 12 years and those amazing things that you will go on and do the rest of your lives. And others because very soon you'll stop eating their groceries and burning their gas. Many of the Mat-Su Central School faculty and staff are very happy. Many taxpayers are quite happy. Many extended guests and relatives are happy. And many future employers and college admission advisors are happy. So for all of us happy people, I would just like to ask that you ponder for just a moment, why are you happy? What brought about this euphoric experience? And while you're pondering that, think just for a moment, how can you sustain and recreate that happiness? And while you're pondering that, I would just like to point out that what you're experiencing right now is real and natural and legitimate. There is nothing in this moment of elation that was brought forth to you by Wall Street or Big Pharma or any of the thousands of advertisers out there trying to sell you their version of happiness. Nothing in this moment was brought forth because of money or a new car, a big house, sex appeal, drugs or alcohol, personal status, or material objects. You know, those new cell phone, okay? There's never enough money. Trucks and cars break down. Houses depreciate, become dated, and require maintenance. People like me grow old and lose that youthful appearance. Drugs and alcohol are just a huge downward spiral. Personal status means nothing, and material objects are just objects. Nothing in that will bring you any degree of long-lasting happiness. Therefore, perhaps the first thing that we need to do to come to terms with happiness is examine what other people think about it. Happiness, it seems, is so vitally important that it was part of the original document that founded our great nation. Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Independence, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among them are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Benjamin Franklin went on to say that the Declaration of Independence only asserts one's right to the pursuit of happiness. It is your job to go out and find it. Abraham Lincoln said, "People are about as happy as they make up their minds to be." Albert Schweitzer, a famous author and philosopher, said, "Happiness is nothing more than good health and a bad memory." George Burns, if you know who he is, you've been around the block a while. George Burns, this famous comedian and longtime radio, TV, and movie actor, said, "Happiness is having a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in another city." And the Dalai Lama said, "If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." In my life, I've seen those closest to me come to terms with happiness, some earlier, some later in life. My father was a lieutenant colonel in the Army, a logistician, had an office in the Pentagon, ran his own independent business, raised a large, loving, caring, close-knit family in the same city. But it wasn't until after he retired and started volunteering his time at a food pantry, offering his service to others, that I really saw him start to smile. That's where he found his happiness. My mom, she figured it out really early in life. She knew that her happiness was derived from dealing with family. If she had family nearby her, she was in her element. In fact, if she had a grandbaby in her arms, she absolutely glowed. My wife, who's kind of watching this, streaming at home, she's got an incredible, stressful job. She's a microbiologist, so if she messes up at work, drastic things happen. As a result, you know, the stress level gets up to here on her, and so by Friday afternoon when she comes home, it's like, we need to head to the woods and go for a walk. Because as soon as she steps out in nature, you can watch the stress melt off her shoulders. If she's working with animals, and in fact, if she's got a bird on her fist, the world ceases to exist around her. And as for me, give me a book, a quiet place to read it, and I'm in nirvana. Knowing where to find your personal happiness can be life-changing. I hope your personal understanding of happiness falls somewhere near these examples. But however you define it, the point that I'm making is that the first thing that you need to do to move on in life is to discover what makes you happy. If you want to avoid a lifetime of misery and mistakes, poor choices and consequences, lost time and money, take a few moments and discover what makes you happy. When you find that, and only after you find that, you'll have the life you really want to live. And at that point in time, ladies and gentlemen, you may find yourselves stopping what you're doing to look around, take it all in, and perhaps say, if this isn't nice, I don't know what is. Thank you, and best wishes.
So now, in your program, I believe, is the presentation of diplomas. So will the senior class please rise? And school board member Rutherford, would you please join me in accepting this class?
With pleasure. Ladies and gentlemen, as a member of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough School District, I hereby verify that the students before you have met or exceeded the requirements as set forth by the Matanuska-Susitna Borough School District and are thus eligible to receive the documents we will present to them today. Please be seated.
Okay, so we're going to stand up and take one. Okay, will our first row of seniors please stand? Mr. Notestein, we might need some technical assistance getting our mic live.
Oh, let's see. Hello? Oh. All right, we're here. That's good. I thought we were going to have to send you guys back for another year of education. Okay, we might as well get started. Our graduates. First, Casey Dietz. Kaylee Van Tassel. Sarah Lotta. Narissa Ronnie. Alexa Ann Roll. Kalena Cotton. Danielle Green. Ashlyn Ford. Jesse Ford. And Angelia Ford. Amanda Stahl. Emma Logan. Benjamin Basher. Julia Crossett. Justice Aiken. Charity Hull. Excitable Hannah Hauser. Olivia Wells. Rose Fono. Jasmine Himosi. Alicia Moser. Selena Doherty. Avery Parker. Gurpreet Singh. Juliana Martin. Kimberly Scheibel. Cindy Anderson. Ariel Williams. Matthias Dudko. Hunter Linden. Justin Mills. Luke Phillips. James Rack. Joshua Hall. Cameron Woodward. Harrison Jennings. Christopher Pearson. Yekaterina Mozilevskaya. Okay. Charity Cisco. Valari Dietz. Ethan Lentis. Hannah Lucero. Brock Maxwell. Deborah Kane. Cameron Roseborough. J.C. Harvey. Rebecca Grothy. Courtney Simmons. Kennedy Radford. Jacqueline Brock. Ella Sinchuk. Lydia Antonova. Matthew Dollick. Blake Porbaugh. Dylan Ling. Miss Sherilyn Smith. Destiny Filtenborg. Alicia Scobevela. First one. Susanna Cabrera. Casey Ryan. Dustin Day. David Kitagawa. Timothy Kudrin. Zahida. Hang on, Zahida. Hang on, Zahida. I want to get it just right. Zahida, then Sonic. Angelica Olson. And last but not least, Haley Brooks.
While the final graduates are returning to their seats, will Mr. Justice Aiken please come to the stage?
Hello, everybody. Now, I know you're getting antsy, but I'd like to take just a minute to say thank you to Matthew Central School. Thank you to the staff we have here. My advisor, Matt Welk, he's the coolest. I never thought I would find myself as a teenager having so many adults as friends. All of you, along with all of you, along with my fellow classmates and my loving family, have been very powerful sources of love, support, and motivation. Because of all of you, I can proudly stand here today and graduate high school. And congratulations to my fellow classmates. I know we've all gone through all sorts of hard times, and they're not going to end here. But in this part of our life, I can confidently say we rocked it. You all have such unique gifts, and I'm so excited for you to go out into the world and show them what you got. And I want to remind you all to get out there, be brave, be strong, and most importantly, be you. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. I'd like to ask the Matthew Central School graduating class of 2017 to please stand with me. and partake in this rite of passage where we'll move our tassos from right to left. We made it!
Give it up for Justice Aiken one more time. So a quick reminder to pick up your diplomas and share in the refreshments off to my left at the south end of the sports complex. Ladies and gentlemen, and it gives me tremendous pleasure to introduce to you the newest alumni of the Mat-Su Central School, our class of 2017.
Welcome, Mat-Su Central families and guests, to the graduation of the class of 2017.
Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back.
clear, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now, 'cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. Do it all, everything on our own.
You know what I came for? I'ma throw a bankroll. You ain't gotta flex, got your mind on me. Throw it till it's all gone. I don't gotta say no. I can blow a check. Tell me what it's gonna be. When they wanna go, they don't want my money show. I don't ever get it one way. Spin it and I get the same day. But hey,
If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words I said too much.
stay here? Would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, sing forever young. Singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all said when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes Give you freedom, give you fire, give you reason, take you higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets, our hands are lifted as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us. Forever young, let's get singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back. Just take it. Let's make the town. We are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Tonight, we are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Now I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find a way to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a toast. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young. So let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So ask me what I want this year, and I try to make this kind and clear. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things. Just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud. 'Cause everyone is forgiven now. 'Cause tonight's the night the world begins again. That tonight's gonna be
turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder. Don't you know the hardest part is over? Let it in, let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen. Patricia and Jackson, if you are here, we have your passport and your wallet. Patricia and Jackson, if you are here, meet us at the sound booth.
On our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words are said too much. They're not enough. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher.
clear, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. 'Cause I don't need boxes wrapped in strings and designer love and empty things, just a chance that maybe we'll find better days. So take these words and sing out loud, 'cause everyone is forgiven now, 'cause tonight's the night the world begins again.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Let it go, let it roll right off your shoulder, don't you know? The hardest part is over, let it in. Let your clarity define you in the end. We will only just remember how it feels. Our lives are made in these small hours, these little wonders, these twists and turns of fate. Time falls away, but these small hours still remain. We'll do it all, everything on our own. We don't need anything or anyone. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world? I don't quite know how to say how I feel. Those three words I said too much. If I lay here, if I just lay here, would you lie with me and just forget the world?
Give me freedom, give me fire, give me reason, take me higher. See the champions take the field now. Unify us, make us feel proud. In the streets our hands are lifting as we lose our inhibition. Celebration, it surrounds us. Every nation, all around us, sing forever young, singing songs underneath the sun. Let's rejoice in the beautiful game. And together at the end of the day, we all say, when I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes back, and then it goes. When I get older, I will be stronger. They'll call me freedom, just like a waving flag. And then it